Good day everyone and welcome to our orientation for Chemical Reaction Engineering 2. I formally welcome you to CH147. This is a 2-unit course, and in this presentation we will be discussing what should you expect from this course and what will be our activities for this course. Let us start by asking the question, what is this course about? This course is a continuation of CRE1 or Chemical Reaction Engineering 1, which largely dealt with isothermal reactors and simple rate laws for reactions. Simply put, Kinetics 1 deals with the ideal parameters for chemical reaction engineering, and that is isothermal operation. For this course, expect that we will be dealing with non-isothermal reactors and non-elementary rate laws. When you are no longer operating at an isothermal state, then our operating equations and even our approach to the general mole balance will be a little bit different. Okay, so that is the bulk of what we will be discussing in this course. Next, what skills or knowledge do we need in this course? First, we need algebraic skill for the derivation of working equations. Most of the time, you will be deriving rate law expressions and differential equations for the solution of the problems in this course. So you need to strengthen your algebraic skill. Next is inferential skill for interpreting equations and graphs. Equations and graphs will play a very big role in this course. We will be interpreting a lot of hypothetical curves and hypothetical equations, and our goal is to generalize, will this reactor be feasible if it shows us this kind of graph or this kind of equation? Okay. Next, you will be needing a bit of programming skill for script writing in MATLAB. A big part of our second module would involve the writing of a MATLAB script for the design of reactors for steady and unsteady state flow non-isothermal systems. So you might want to review and strengthen your programming skill. And finally, we want knowledge of basic reaction rates, which you have obtained in Kinetics 1, heat transfer and mass transfer, which you have obtained in the Introduction to Transport Phenomena and Process Heat and Mass Transfer. All of those will play a big role in our discussions. Next, let us ask, what are the course outcomes for this course? We have divided this course into two modules. The first module is for heterogeneous reactions. The first course outcome is to derive rate laws for non-elementary reactions with active intermediates. Second course outcome, analyze the basic mechanisms behind heterogeneous reactions, particularly catalytic reactions. For the second module, we also have two course outcomes. The second module is for non-isothermal reactions. CO3 is apply the concepts of mole and energy balances in the design of reactors for steady and unsteady state non-isothermal conditions. And finally, we have CO4, evaluate the theoretical performance of a designed reactor for the production of an industrially relevant chemical. These are the course outcomes that we are expecting you to master at the end of this course. How will this course be delivered? The discussions and assessments in this course are to be delivered asynchronously, meaning the pacing of the lessons will be up to you. So the lessons will be given at the top of the week, and for the entire week, all you have to do is to watch the video lessons at your own preferred time. The only exemption to the asynchronous delivery is the Module 1 exam, which will be held at a specific date and time. Okay, so Module 1 exam will be given on week 6. Now, since this course will be delivered asynchronously, you will have power over how you spend your time for this course, and that is a very advantageous power. However, we all know that with great power comes great responsibility, and let me part with this line that self-paced learning requires self-discipline, especially from you. Okay? So since you are dictating your schedule, I would expect that you can handle your time efficiently. Now, what are the topics to be covered? We actually only have 4 lecture topics to be discussed in this course. Each topic would be corresponding to a week. So let's first have Module 1. For week 2, we will be discussing non-elementary rate laws for reactions with active intermediates. Week 4, that is heterogeneous catalysis and kinetics of catalytic reactions. And that will be it for Module 1. For Module 2, we have under week 7, reactor design for non-isothermal steady-state conditions. And finally, week 8, reactor design for non-isothermal unsteady-state conditions. All the rest of the weeks will be dedicated for assessments, particularly your worksheets, your module exam, and your module project. Speaking of the assessments, here are the expected assessments for this course. Under Module 1, Week 3, we have Worksheet 1, which covers the discussions on Week 2. Week 5, we have Worksheet 2, which covers the discussion on Week 4. Week 6, we have Module 1 exam. Module 1 exam is the only examination in this course. Okay? For Module 2, we only have one assessment. For weeks 9 and 10, you will be working on your Module 2 project, which is a programming project that will be performed in MATLAB. And then week 11 will be the presentation and evaluation of your module project. You would have to defend this project. Now, you might have noticed that for Module 2, there are no worksheets, there are no exams, so your entire focus will be allotted for your module project. Now, what TLAs do we need to expect? TLAs stand for Teaching and Learning Activities, and these are the main ways on how we can impart knowledge from the instructor to the student. First, we have video lectures with guided problem solving involving screencasts, and video lectures for the week are available starting Monday of the week. So the video lecture will be uploaded at the top of the week, and then you have the entire week from Monday to Sunday to watch that video at your own leisure, because this is again asynchronous delivery. Now, another TLA that we have is the consultations for the module project. Now, consultations are not just limited to the second module or to the module project, because consultation about anything concerning the course can be made anytime during the consultation hours. I will be discussing the consultation hours later. And the last TLA that we will be utilizing in this course are blind peer review for the worksheets. Blind peer review means that after you have submitted your worksheet, you will be grading the responses of 2 or 3 of your classmates in random, anonymously, meaning that they would not know that you have graded their paper and you would not know whose paper you are grading. This anonymous and random evaluation of the works of your classmates will enhance your learning because it fosters critical thinking on your part. Because for a certain worksheet, you are given a couple set of questions and then you have provided your answer to a specific question, and then you take a look at the answers of your classmates, you will be able to compare the way on how you tackle that question. And the power to rate or the power to evaluate another person's work would display a higher level of learning. It's actually the equivalent to teaching. And we all know that if you want to learn something, it's better that you teach it. Okay? So in some way, you will be a pseudo teacher in this course. You will be commenting on the worksheets of some of your classmates, and then they will be commenting on yours as well. Your grade on the worksheets are directly dependent on the evaluation given by your classmates averaged. I will be releasing a separate video on this peer review process because we want this peer review to not only be the source of your grade, but we also want this to impart its true purpose, which is for you to have a deeper understanding of the topic. Next, let's talk about how are you graded in this course. We only have 2 modules and 4 course outcomes. If you take a look at Module 1, we have 2 course outcomes. We only have 3 assessments here: Module 1 exam, Worksheet 1, and Worksheet 2. Module 1 exam is worth 40% total, 20% in each course outcome, and each of your worksheets are worth 30% each. So you cannot ignore the worksheets because they actually form the majority of your grade in Module 1. Okay, in total, Module 1 is 100%, and the minimum average for satisfactory performance or the passing grade is 70%. Next, for Module 2, we have course outcomes 3 and 4. We only have one assessment task, and that is your module project. Now, the module project is divided into 2 parts. That is your video presentation, which is a short presentation about your topic, and a module paper. Okay, I will be discussing the specifics of the module project once we reach Module 2. And that is 100% of Module 2. Again, the passing is 70%. Now, for the conversion of module grade averages to module grades and the conversion of module grades to course grades, those are provided in the copy of the syllabus, which I have uploaded in your Blackboard for you to see and read. Next, how can we reach the instructor? This now pertains to my consultation hours. A class group chat will be created in Microsoft Teams, so please revisit your Microsoft Teams account. You can only message me in Microsoft Teams. All questions can be asked through Microsoft Teams, either in our class group chat or in a private message. All class announcements will be posted in both Microsoft Teams and Cardinal Edge announcements, so you will always be updated. And you can message me anytime between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. every day. This includes Saturday and Sunday. Basically, I am always online in Microsoft Teams, so you can reach me immediately should you have any concerns. These consultation hours are provided for text-based or chat inquiries. If you want to schedule a voice call consultation, that would have to be arranged in advance. Okay? So you may inquire when can you set a voice call consultation. And finally, how are you expected to behave in this course? Asynchronous delivery grants you flexibility on the time and or date that you choose to work. Basically, you have the entire week to work on something that is assigned for that week. Okay? So you have the power to choose when you will work. And I want you to use this to your advantage. That's because not all of your courses will be offered asynchronously. And I know that sometimes synchronous classes can be a bit of a hassle because it adheres to a certain schedule. So consider the asynchronous delivery of this course as one of your reprieves, but don't forget to also work on your assigned tasks even though it is asynchronous. I want you to plan your activities wisely. Another policy is no late submissions. You are given a full week for each worksheet, which would take roughly 30 to 60 minutes to answer and evaluate. Please do keep in mind that for every week we are scheduled to meet for 3 hours, so the 30 to 60 minutes to answer and evaluate is less than that of our meeting time. So I'm actually giving less workload for you, and you need to take advantage of this. Another policy that I want to enforce in this course is I want you to work on your own. You would want to build your reputation as someone who is self-reliant, and I want you to be confident in your answers. Please be reminded that I have the capability to check all of your work for either plagiarism or cheating. And plagiarism and or cheating are both punishable by a grade of 5 in this course. Lastly, I want you to work well with others when needed. That is because your Module 2 project will be a group activity. I want everyone to participate in that group activity, and I want you to be a team player for the fast completion of your project. Remember that you only have 2 weeks to complete that module project. That's the end of this introduction. Now, keep in mind everything that I have mentioned in this introduction because you will be using all of this in the entire duration of our course. If you understand this well, we won't have any problems. Okay? Please do note that you can always ask me questions and I will try my best to answer them as quickly as possible. Okay? With that, good luck and have fun.